This is birch plywood, and I know the mystique involved with birch plywood. That's not going to matter here. As if you remember from the other project, I'm using this to provide added support for the handles. As it is with all the projects I do the best I can with what I have available. I have 2 of these made, and here's what we have so far. These 2 pieces are the sides, and the quad birch plywood is going to go on the inside. Wanting the glue to set, I'll leave these sit outside for about an hour while I work on other parts of the assembly. These pegs go in here, eyeballing it so they're, roughly centered here. This one in. One more. Now, so they stay in place. I'm going to add a shot of super glue to each of the pegs. All right, so they look like this, and they're firmly in there right now. Let's put it on here. Press it down. Bang it down. Okay, we just want to be mindful of what the design purpose of this is. It's not for a guitar cabinet, but I'm using it for that. Hopefully you can see the lines I drew here. That's to go from corner to corner and corner to corner to find the center. I bought the least expensive speakers I could find. Let's measure them. They are 10 inches, and the opening is 9 inches. All right, we have our speaker here, obviously, and we want to make our circles here to cut out. Here's regular old paper plate. It's actually perfect size. 10-inch speaker, paper plate. So I'll use the paper plate as the template. This is going to work out great. Oh, what's a quick way of finding the center? Well, here's the quickest way. And where are we? Find the center. Now, oh, there's the crosshairs, beautiful. Now let's draw our circle. Here we go. Now we do the same for the other ones. Let's see where we are. The sides are glued on as well as screwed on, and we put some reinforcement down here on both sides. The reason for that is I'm going to attach the dolly to this, and I want this to have some strength here because this is hollow and it's not very strong material. So same thing with the sides. Why I did that, again, to give support to handles. So we're in good shape here. Time for the fun stuff. Why do I say fun? Because you can really see it coming together here. This is the back, and this is exactly where I want it to be. So, what to do, what to do. We'll drill a couple holes in here. Pilot holes. I like to drill pilot holes. It takes a little more time, but I don't like to mess with screws, moving about when you're trying to get them into this place you want them to be. Okay, that looks good. Excellent. Let's just do this. I'm not going to put the back on yet until, of course, I wire the speakers. I have decided to continue with the idea of putting these 8-ohm speakers wired in series, which will give me 16 ohms with one input jack. So many ways to do this. I could do 8 ohms, 8 ohms, 8 ohms, and 8 ohms all in parallel, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to do the top speakers in series, and then separately the bottom speakers in series. So I need places to put the jacks. So I'm going to make this very, very simple. Very simple. Because this does not have to be a piece of art. So I'll have 2 input jacks right here when I'm done. Here are the pieces that will house the input jacks. There should be 2 of them in here. And yes, there's 2 of them here. Excellent. Okay. So one will go here, and one will go here. There we go. Done. All right, let's see what we can do here. Pilot holes. And here they are attached. The first thing I want to do is cut the wires to the length that I need them. And here they are. I think that's about 3.5 feet or something like that. I measured them against the cabinet, pretending the speakers are in there. And the second thing I want to do is tin the wires. And this is how they look when complete. There's one lug. And here's the other one. Looking at our jack, we want to determine which one's positive and which one's negative. And you can do that by seeing, what are the tabs connected to. This one's positive in this case, and this one's negative. So we'll solder the red wire here, the black wire here. It is really solid on here. Each of these are 30 watts and 8 ohms. I'm going to wire them in series. And in doing so, these two in series, these two in series, and the impedance will be 16 ohms. I already drilled, if you remember, I already drilled the pilot holes. Now, I want to be mindful of where the tabs are. I think what I'll do is make these face, the same direction. It'll make it easier for me to wire them. I don't have to double think about, which way these tabs are going. So let's get one started anyway. Let's get them started. Okay, they're all secure. Here's the covers. Okay, this is how it's going to look. So let me drill the pilot holes and get these screwed in. Excellent. I want to align this. We're going to attach the dolly onto the bottom of the speaker cabinet. And as you can already see, I drilled pilot holes. nice to have sharp drill bits. Make all the difference. Let's do the other side here. Now we want to take the wire and connect a positive to a negative. Now you know why I drilled the hole. At the moment we have some success wiring a positive to a negative. Just like that. This is what series wiring looks like. The yellow wire is connecting a positive to a negative from one speaker to the other. And then the remaining positive, which is the red one over here, and the black one over here, it's actually black and red, will go over here. And of course they are soldered to the jack. And here's a shot of it, right side up. Down here, of course, I have some bolts and some washers that are holding the dolly on. And this is just scrap wood. And I needed that because, again, the white part is hollow. And if you try to screw things on too tight here, it'll just cave in. So this helps distribute the weight.